How's it going, everybody? I do hope y'all have had a wonderful day. Today's video is going to be the part 2 of the video I did last week. It's speed, and since it seems y'all want power, I'm about to do power. If you do like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, let's just get right into this. Now, of course, this is the true power, so as that does imply, I'm not just going to be saying what is the highest you can argue. It's what I do think Kubo himself was going for when he wrote Bleach. So we obviously have to start at the start, the Substitution Shinigami arc. And in this arc, it doesn't directly give us any feats. However, it does establish a few things. That Quincy's are a threat to the universe, given that they are able to destroy hollows and that will mess up the flow of souls. So this does just bring in just this general idea that even these small actions done by these characters can have such a large impact as the collapse of the entire universe. So with that being said, it's not far-fetched to say that even though it is on a low level, that these characters really are just, it's setting up this idea that these characters will be able to affect this higher just universe, since even their small actions and the continuation of their small actions literally does threaten the existence in and of itself. So of course, in the Soul Society arc, if y'all have been watching for a bit, watch a few of my videos, you do know what's coming up. Firstly, it is the Sogyoku. It is said by Aizen's letter that it has the power to destroy the entire Soul Society, and Toshiro questions himself, not that does it have the capability of doing this, but is this their actual intention? So given that this is something that's in the realm of possibility, as well as it being stated that it can overwhelm everything in existence, not really being meant to mention people, since obviously Ichigo is able to block it. There are people stronger than Ichigo, such as Aizen, Yamamoto, people on that tier, such as Shinsuke, Jushiro, etc., etc. So, since it's directly not meant to be interpreted that way, it should be more so interpreted that it can actually just destroy everything within a physical universe. So, given these two factors, it would be, I think, rather probable that these characters are universal. Even more so, in the first Bleach OVA, there is a threat that can destroy the quote-unquote world. So this can either mean the planet or the actual human world just in general. So either way, this is just presenting the idea that these characters at this time are either planetary or they are universal. Universal is just because the realms are just universal in size. So just these two things support them being universal. Then of course, y'all have been with me a while, so we gotta mention Senna, the first movie. Senna not only creates an entire universal time space that is infinite, but she stops the fusion of the human world as well as the world of the living with an infinite number of explosions. The reason I say infinite is because it says countless explosions, and countless explosions was used to mean infinite just before in the movie when referencing how many souls they have, saying they have an infinite amount of souls, meaning they have countless amount of blanks. Which is why I think it's logical to just say countless as meaning infinite in this context, especially since the universes are infinite, and to stop infinity, you probably would need infinity, especially since it looks like and appears to be that it's going upwards. So to cover the height of both of these universes, it should be infinite, an infinite amount of explosions to go up around, as well as move them. Just with some casual calcs that I have done just personally myself, moving this mass at the speed that they were moving at, so stopping your speed and moving them back at that speed, would be universal. So even just being conservative, not only does Senna have the dimension creating feat, she has the actual moving feat, and she does an infinite amount of attacks. So just very consistent. It just seems that they're universal at this point in time. There's also just small tidbits that even Ichigo just clashing with Shinji is felt across the world. So just the fact that they're able to literally just clash their swords and it be felt around the entire world, I think is just giving more so credence to the fact that these characters are no longer just regular humans per se. They're more so on this godly tier. Toshiro just popping up, controlling the weather, These guys are literally called death gods. They literally go to the world of death gods, and right afterwards they have all these just universal-ish feats. So it just seems like Kubo's going for this no longer being just your run-of-the-mill, oh, villain of the week, hollow of the week, just story. It's much more so that now we're involved in the actual world of death gods, these people that actually just control phenomenons, and they're just genuinely godlike figures. So, of course, then we have the Espada. The Espada just scaling via just the feats previously mentioned, as well as Hellverse. Hellverse meaning that Ukiura and anybody scaling towards Ukiura or just even comparable would be low multiversal, since Full Hollow Ichigo is able to destroy hell, and hell comprises of 3 universes. Yes, credit to me, since I did find this. People just, oh, just forget this. Where do you expect to find this?
Hey, I gave y'all a little bit of clout tokens. Now it's my turn. Give me my fucking clout. Give me my fucking clout. Bitch, I gotta soak up all this fucking clout, bro. I gotta get all the fucking clout, nigga. Every fucking token, nigga.
Being in this Full Hollowish tier, you're now low multiverse, which does seem pretty logical, you know? We firstly have Universal, then we get into the 4th dimensional tier, and then we get to low multiversal. So, yay! We do like to see it. We do like to see it. And then, obviously, following with the progression, we have Aizen and Mugetsu, which would be 5D, at least. So, it really just does follow this pretty neat progression. The Soul Society, their universal threats. In the Arrancar arc, the higher tiers become multiversal threats, or I guess low multiversal threats to be more specific. And then once they get to the peak and apex of that arc, they become actual multiversal threats. So, obviously, this is pretty neat, and, you know, so we have them at 5D. If you scare to Mugetsu and Aizen. So if you have watched this channel again, yes, I do know I keep on referencing the channel, but I have gone over a lot of these different things. A lot of characters do actually scale to them. So by the 1000-year Blood War arc, a lot of these characters should just be multiversal, since there's no really dimensional progression given in the 1000-year Blood War arc. The 1000-year Blood War arc is just pretty much directly showing just a character that's actually just threatening to destroy all of existence. Since before we had like the human world and the Soul Society being threatened by like just crashing into each other and like memories of nobody, the human world was under threat by just the destruction of hell, and now it's just Yuha who's directly just planning to destroy everything. So it really is just a pretty neat progression. So we have 2 universes in Memories of Nobody. In Hellverse, we have 4 universes under threat. And then in the 1000-year Blood War, we really just do have all 5. So that is a nice and neat way to look at it. But with that being said, yeah, these characters should be multiversal if they do scale to just like any relevant character, such as a Trushi Kaiichigo, Full Ring Bond Kaiichigo. So all your favorite characters, Toshiro, Kenpachi, Kisuke, anybody that fights somebody in the shoot Staffel, all of them should be multiversal. And if you want to know how fast these characters are, you just go back to the speed video. With that being said, I do hope you enjoyed this video.